It's another thing. I've grown up dealing with envy. I've been the recipient of envy. I was born into it. Even my parents' marriage, I think part of the reason why my dad turned against me when I was growing up is because he was jealous of me. I came between my parents. I became my mom's baby, my mom's sweetheart. And my older sister was jealous of me, and we fought a lot. And I looking back, I feel like I even stole my mom's affections and attention away from my dad. I came between everybody. I didn't mean to. It's not my fault. I can't help it that I was my mom's favorite, and I was not a brat about it either. If anything, it was annoying. And it's so funny because looking back, my very birthday is directly between my parents. My parents were born, their birthday's in the same month, and mine is smack dab in the middle, exactly between the two. And it's so funny. That's like, that heralds my entrance into the world. I'm going to come between my parents, cause strife. And if you read that thing I wrote called Snake Puzzle, I addressed this topic, how it's almost like by my teen years I became apologetic. It's like I'm apologizing for my gifts. I'm apologizing for being talented. Because I wanted to be liked. But you have to let that go. It's not about pleasing your fellow man on this earth. It's about pleasing God. And if you have strengths and talents and gifts, run like the wind with them. And if people are going to envy you and hate you for that, that's because of their own insecurities. Don't worry about it. Just keep going. I'm going to get stronger and louder here. I'm tired of being apologetic, and I'm tired of being sweet. I'm ready to address some issues that have been hidden away inside of me for a long time. Today I woke up and I just knew I needed to talk about this. If you hate me for whatever reason, why are you listening to my words? Why? Are you curious? Are you seeking? You're not going to get the answer out of me. You already know I point to God. You're going to find your answers on your knees. But that's not what I started out to say. My whole intentions for doing this one was to talk about controlling spirits and how I see through it. I see through you. I know the type. I'm no stranger to it. And I can tell if you're trying to woo me with words of flattery. And it's not, the thing is, it's not you. It's a whole nother topic. Controlling spirits operate through people. And you can have a controlling spirit operating through you and not be aware of it. The people who are vulnerable to host controlling spirits are usually pretty insecure. If you find yourself clinging to certain people and wanting to manipulate them and wanting to control them, wanting to steer their moves, and even being extra protective of them, you find yourself wanting to take care of them and protect them, and you find yourself, you feel out of control if they're out of your sight, and you need to know what they're doing at all times. You need to get on your knees and confess that before God. That's God's job. God's got his eye on everybody all the time. God's the one who provides. God's the one who protects. God's the one who steers his children, not other humans. And I'm just sitting here sharing. Don't turn around and point the finger at me and saying I'm being controlling. I'm just sitting here blabbing. I'm sitting here talking, sharing, telling people what's in my head and in my heart. And if you don't like it, don't listen. I'm not going to follow you down and beat down your door and throw videos at you and say, watch these, watch these. It's out of my hands. It's out of my control. I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. We are all free. Every human being is a free agent. So back off. You know who you are. Back off. I see through it. It's not love. You need to get on your knees, ask for insight and revelation as to what areas you are being deceived. And when you feel ready, see, if my Bondage Breaker page was still up, you could easily go off of that. But that book, even though that one's out of print, it's been rewritten, I think. There's other books like that. There's one called Victory Over the Darkness. Or forget the book. Just simply get on your knees and ask God to reveal to you the ways that you've been infected. And start a new project in your life. Get clean. Get clean. Ask Him to show you. And it can be unpleasant depending on your situation. You may go through a period when you start addressing the demonic in your life. Actually, let me clarify, that's not even your job. That's Jesus' job. Jesus paid the price for you. When He died on the cross, the blood that was shed canceled out all sin. The war's already been won. Victory's already His. And when you have Christ, you have the victory. You've won. But you need to claim it. You need to walk in it. And you need to be aware. And yes, Christians can still be infected with demons. Christians can still... This is earth. Earth sucks.